Beardsley on for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. If the crowd goes, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backward.
Oh, Cohen lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th.
Check three, check three, check three. Check.
They'll go with the keeper. Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center, the guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, Jefferson. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Fields. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Daniels looking for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 27 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Looking to throw. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Hill on the return. And he's going to be out of bounds downs, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Hines. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this 1st half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you've got the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there and they're starting to happen, your confidence rises, and he's running with terrific ability right now.
They run with Hines. Room here to run. And he'll be out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
I got you. Slam.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Nyheim Hines taking it in. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, and now it's 2nd down. To throw again, Fields. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
To throw on 3rd down, Fields. Got a man, Slayton. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 14 yards into Chicago, 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this 1st half. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Ready. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Hatchet. Let's go. Bravo. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Throwing on third and long. Daniels. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Fields gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, ball may come your way.
Back to throw. Fields. And he completes it to Cohen. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he...
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. A final shot before break. Fields gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bilal Nichols. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want. Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. They'll run on first down. Cohen, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Fields. That is caught by Cohen. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 45-yard line. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And again this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Cohen, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Nope.
Yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the gun, Fields. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
I always miss extra point, my nigga. What's going on?
If you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
2 pick-6, baby.
Prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position of throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
Oh, yeah. Let me get that. Sean Wade, another pick off the floor. Let's go.
Picked off at the 36. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield.
Oh, fucking Wade, man. He deserves it. Let's go.
He's gonna pop it into the air.
Yo.
And then it's the tip drill. And good kinds of...
That's the 2nd time my dog picked this shit up off the floor, my nigga.
By him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Yay. Yeah.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense.
Hey, that's why I picked him up. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna lie to you. That's why I picked that boy up, man.
Touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Yeah.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll try to run for it with Cohen, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard.
Sean Wade, boy. Sean Wade. I put that bit of free safety. Dumb it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, it's Hines. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels. Touchdown, Packers. Tyreek Hill. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
I'm supposed to trade him today, but I don't know, man.
That's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. The Bears on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Not again.
Left side. Jefferson. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Again, it's Cohen.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 3rd down, Jefferson. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football. They just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
On 4th down, Fields. And it is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. Hines. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams, 37 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Badgley on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Let that drive, man. Stick with Jared Goff to them. Matter of fact, where your boy? I gotta play him too. The Ravens. Yeah, He at work or something? He at work or something or nah? The Ravens.
The kickoff unit is out on the field and they
That's his
will
homeboy.
send this one away.
That's his homeboy.
This will be taken in at the 1.
I don't know. My dog Howard got the X Factor. Got the breakout X Factor coming up, so we got to get that. That nigga had 9 picks in 3 games. That nigga I got for the Dolphins, a cornerback.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down.
That's why Lou said this ain't you ain't got worried because this ain't gonna be Merkley.
One decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down. It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence.
He said remember he said in the other chat, he said don't worry, this ain't Merkley.
Also showed confidence in the defense.
Yeah, I beat him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. To throw on 3rd down. Fields. And that is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible
Every time I tell nigga get that old line.
Still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Watch out for Hill on the return. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt.
What'd he do?
Brought down after a huge return there. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Hines. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run again with Hines. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot.
Yeah, he's skeptical.
And the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Johnson. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you
I see why a nigga ain't want to play me, man. 55-6.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
After this game over, it'll take forever. I'm about to shoot the clock. Yeah.
These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very offensively thus far.
Man, I'll try to get some breakouts, man.
Crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working.
Listen, man.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has
What you got over there, though, man? What you want to do for Ty? Got something for you. He just scored, too.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 5.
Yeah.
Will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off. Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
You want to take me nothing out the Redskins? Let me get Trent. Trent gone? What you say? What you trade him for?
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They try again with Cohen. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. First down. It's Hines. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
This is Hines. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there. Often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, man.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams
it's gonna be tough for y'all boys, especially I'm saying what we got going on over here, man. We humming. We humming, dude. I'm talking about Sweat got pick 6. Sean Wade going crazy at free safety.
And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
2 picks, forced fumble, 10 tackles.
And maybe we can look at that and say we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And one of the whistles for a timeout.
And we finna get Lars tonight.
In a game that's been decided in the closing
it's over.
seconds.
You know what I'm saying?
On second down now. It's Cohen trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly
nah, I'm using Lars all game. Using him myself. When that nigga come through for no. Boom! There we go. Go to shot. There we go. Give my boy 6'4" pick. Let's go, man. 6'4", man. Playing with one hand, man. Told that nigga stop playing with me, dog.
That first Thursday night game also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And you know, all after watching this one,
6'4", 95 speed, 90 jumping.
It's just special. You can just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build up to it, right? All day long anticipating it.
You want one?
We got here.
We got him over here.
The first game of the year. Let's keep going.
You know.
So for the Packers, they begin the new
That's what you
campaign
do,
with a
man.
victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get
Like
a
you
few
said,
extra
man.
days to get ready for next week.
28 ain't old.
The
That's
Minnesota
fine.
Vikings. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they go down to
ain't
defeat
old,
here
bro.
in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem
Shit,
themselves.
you want niggas be 24 forever? Nah. Ooh. Sean Wade had a monster game. He should have a dead trade coming this week. And he had a monster game. I might go ahead and feed it this time. Try to. Instead of week 6, so make it happen. Mm-hmm.